How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, you see the thumbnail that I have put my royal family. They have approved the abortion ban in Louisiana. And what's pissing folks off even more so about this, the governor who signed it, he's a Democrat. This is not our fight, but they keep using black women, to make it like we a part of something. And it's going to be a long, hot summer because the white woman is coming out in droves. Now, right here, this is a sister up here. They was at the courthouse up here at the state capitol in Louisiana. And I will show the picture in a bit. It's ridiculous, my royal family. Here it is. It's ridiculous, my royal family, that we feel the need to partake in the enemy's war. Now, I will say Lisa Cabrera been the #1 person reporting this. You know, she like to put that little extra dig in because we already know what the issue is, and the true face of this stuff. I don't know why this keeps popping up. The true face of this is them, because we ain't having no problems having babies. We just ain't having no problems like this. And this kind of shit ticks off white women. Now, I do agree. Yeah, you stay out of my wound. I agree with that. I agree with that. I will not let anybody know how I feel as far as if I'm for or against abortion. I will keep that one to myself. I just choose to keep that one to myself. But this shit is growing. It's a momentum that is growing right along with allowing white men to get away with rape. They don't care by any means necessary. They don't give a fuck. They simply don't. So I have 2 videos for the royal family, and then I'm gonna close it out nice, sweet, and juicy.
"79 yeas, 23 nays. The bill's finally passed."
That bill to ban abortion making national news right here in Louisiana. It's when a fetal heartbeat is detected. If it's now detected, it's now sitting on the governor's desk waiting for his signature.
The bill will be among the nation's strictest abortion bans, but only if the courts uphold similar laws in other states. Matt Houston breaks things down and tells us where it goes from here.
Nothing is more precious to any of us than the heartbeat.
With the rest of the nation watching, no surprises.
Clerk, will open the machine.
From the Louisiana legislature.
Vote your machines, members.
Overwhelmingly passing a ban on abortions if a doctor can find a fetal heartbeat. That typically happens around 6 weeks in, sometimes before women know that they're pregnant, meaning this bill can be a near total ban on abortion.
We will continue to fight for the next generation of Americans. And we will continue to fight for the defenseless unborn.
Senator John Milkovich has consistently argued his measure protects the sanctity of human life, a value so many Louisiana lawmakers say they find in their Bibles. Even though the final result was never in doubt, there was still plenty of debate, especially over Baton Rouge Representative Ted James' push to exempt rape and incest victims from the law.
I can't, as a man, tell a woman who is the victim of rape to have to keep that baby. And have to have a reminder for not only 9 months, but even after the baby is born, to be reminded of that trauma.
But other lawmakers argued that aborting a child conceived by assault eliminates any chance at redeeming a tragic situation. The amendment died 67-35.
The child should not be killed and terminated because of the crime of the father.
The governor, who says he will sign the bill, is now asking lawmakers to work with him so that Louisiana children are protected after birth. But this measure will not become law until similar bans in other states are upheld in court.
We have
really relied on the federal judiciary to stop Louisiana's worst impulses when it comes to this issue. And the federal judiciary is really shifting, far, far, far right.
Despite those fears from some opponents, it could be years before the issue is settled. Another strict Louisiana abortion ban passed in 2014 and is still waiting for its Supreme Court hearing, meaning next month's signature is only the beginning of the fetal heartbeat fight. At the Capitol, Matt Houston, WAFB 9 News.
Matt, thank you. The bill does carry a life of the mother exemption, meaning an abortion would still be allowed if the life of the mother is endangered by the pregnancy.
Okay, so let's shut that down, and we're going to continue on.
Louisiana now, the latest state to pass restrictive abortion legislation. Overnight, lawmakers approved a bill banning abortions when a fetal heartbeat can be detected. The Democratic governor is expected to sign it. ABC's Steve Osunsami has all the latest. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, George. Louisiana now joins a chorus of other states, including this one in Ohio, that have passed new laws restricting abortion to the point where a fetal heartbeat can be detected, and in this case, making no exclusions for pregnancies caused by rape or incest. There is some argument over where in the pregnancy that point is, whether it's 6 weeks or 10 weeks. Louisiana's governor, the Democrat, as you mentioned, who has promised to sign this, put out a statement yesterday indicating so, and spent quite a bit of time underlining his other liberal bona fides. This is far from over, however. This law is written in a way in such that it is tied to the fate of a similar law in Mississippi that is already being challenged in federal court.
All right, let me shut this down. Don't want to get no pop-ups, my royal family. I wanted to show that because I wanted to also show how these white women are getting out here because they piss. They piss because they don't want nobody in their womb, and I can understand that. But I'm going to tell y'all how deep this is going to go. I'm going to tell you how deep this is going to go. I keep saying this all ties into the message that I was given last summer. I kept repeating it over and over so y'all could solidify that in your psyche. What y'all told me about the white woman, she would be the first to get the wrath. And we see that her man is bringing down the gauntlet on her. See, when they say make America great again, oh, it's a lot of shit involved in that. And we're just focusing just on the white woman. Now, there's some other things that are going to be coming up, but this is the first thing to shackle her down. So we see with, like I said before, they don't care if she's raped or incest, just have babies. And then Lisa did answer my question. I was wondering how many of them were aborting babies. Because I said, okay, they're not having babies, but how many are aborting them? And quite a few. They don't want no babies. They don't even want to have sex with their own man. They more concerned about their career. They have even said they don't even like children. They don't even like them. And we see that we know what the core of America is: racism. Who is the first teacher of the child? The mother. It comes from her. It stems from her. And I would say more so the white man is worried about not existing. She's oblivious to it. She don't give a fuck, because there is a sense of power where you know that you can carry a man's seed, and you don't even have to tell your man you pregnant, and say I'm going on vacation or whatever, and go have that taken care of. Now, what that's going to do is, they'll go to the states that will allow it, and then also the women that can't, or even teenagers that can't afford or to get an abortion, then you go back to the back alley abortions. So more white women will come up dead. And I'm being Pacific. This has nothing to do with us at all. Nothing. What these women are protesting is stay out of my womb. Remember, I keep saying, I'm going to tell you when this war started between the white man and the white woman. During the suffrage movement, the white woman was pissed that the black man could vote before her. So they'll go, you know, they the ones that's talking about the sex strike and all this kind of stuff. And my thumbnail right here. We don't see no other babies. We don't see no blacks, no Chinese, no Mexicans, and all other races. We just see white babies only. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to language. Pay attention to even pictures. This is very, very deep. And our folks here, let's go back here. Then they put a sister up here. And then she feel like she's being a part of something. You're being used, my queens. We have other stuff that we need to deal with, my queens. In our own personal households, first and foremost, because I always talk about dealing with our immediate situation. It starts in the house. Whatever issue you got with your man, deal with it. But our black men are not known for oppressing us and telling us what we can and cannot do overall. That's not our fight. That's not our issue. And anytime we allow, my queens, we allowing these Beckys to get up in our psyche and tell us how fucked up our man is. That's why you cannot come to this channel and talk anything about my kings. Any issues that I have with my kings, it's personal. Some shit I'm just not doing on social media. Not at all. Not one bit. I'm aware of what's going on. But for me to degrade, disrespect my kings, oh hell no. You got me real fucked up. I love you, my kings. Oh, I love you. I love black men. Oh, I do. And I love my queens too as well. And I'm not saying that we don't have problems, but it just further is degrading. So we're degrading him, he's degrading us. And the enemy is using us by any means necessary. So it's going to be a long, hot summer because they gon' fight. And what I love about it, here's another picture too. See, that white child. I ain't seen a picture yet of a child of color at all. This war that they are having as I speak is never ending. As long as they are existing, they will be battling about something. And it just gets me. It just gets to my psyche that we out here fighting her battle. But she's in the schools, fucking with our children. She has access to our royals. Our royals. These precious babies. They dealing with all kind of shit in the schools and stuff, trying to put a little smiley face on it. That is not our fighting business. Our duties and responsibilities, because our royals as gifts to us, is to keep them away from the enemy and teach them about the enemy and how the enemy get down, so they know how to maneuver themselves and guide themselves in this society and jumping into their wars and stuff. So the question that I ask, if you jump into this, what are you gonna get out of it? You're wasting your time. It's all about us getting our house in order, and it starts with our immediate situation. Stop jumping into other people's shit. It's not none of your business. You know how we is about our business? You all up in my business. Well, why you up in these folks' business? Listen to what the enemy is telling you. You don't belong here. See, the last thing I want to say is, our royals are not supposed to be mingling amongst heathens, because they are our future kings and queens. So there is a special type of training that we are giving our royals. They above all of this. It's because Yah told us, ye be separate. And we continue to be disobedient. It's going to get to the point that the ones of us that willfully choose to be disobedient and continue to worry about Esau's pain and plight, we're going to suffer whatever Yah renders down. Because I call them the enemy's supporters, the ones that want to uphold white supremacy. There's an order to everything, my royal family. A lot of y'all know the word very well. We know the beginning of our story, and we know the ending of theirs. So mind your own damn business and be first about your immediate situation. And I often say, if enough of us on a high percentage level take care of business first with our immediate situation, it creates an energy, and it will naturally bleed out into the community, because we are doing our due diligence. So I do my portion of what I can do. So you do your portion by rendering your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.